Hi everyone, I hope that you're all doing well. I honestly really hope that you are. If you can hear it in my voice, I sound a little muffled and I feel like I'm underwater right now. I call that I'm under the weather, but everybody around me is telling me that I'm sick. I just refuse to believe that I'm sick. Anyways, welcome to a new part of my channel called The Middle Bit. It's going to be such a fun adventure, but before we get into what this actually is and what I'm actually welcoming you into, who am I? Because I feel like a lot of you guys don't know who I am, which is completely normal. I'm just a random girl on the internet at the end of the day. But my name is Orlane. I am a singer in the UK and also a medical student. I do both. And I started my online journey in 2020 where I helped people get into medical school on a different channel called Differently Moi. Then I moved to doing more like medical school vlogs, then travel vlogs, then had a really tough breakup and kind of shifted my whole understanding of life in a lot of ways and propelled me into like a very deep self-development healing journey, which I talked a lot about at that time. Was posting every single week like podcast episodes to help people heal and grow, become a better version of themselves, all of that. I feel a lot better now, and so all of that like sort of momentum that I had to talk about these things just kind of fizzled out. And also because I don't know about you, but I have a huge dream, which is to do music. Even when I say I don't even think that I sound like I believe in myself, but I'm working on that. But yeah, I have a huge dream that I want to be in the music industry somehow. I want to sing, I want to be on stage. The way I feel on stage, it's honestly like my safe space. It's probably the place I prefer the most in the world. I love it so much. But we'll get into all of that. So I just have this sort of feeling that a lot of the times what we want the most, what is meant to be like our biggest dream, is also what is attached to so much pain and so much like fear and so much like feeling that you can't get to that. There's something about this that's been very weird in my life. I'm not somebody that really has imposter syndrome, that feels like I can't get things done with anything in life apart from music. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm like, you know what? I'll just figure it out. I'll get the top grade of the class if that's what I have to do. I'll get into medical school in the UK as the first one in my school. I'll figure out how to do it. I'll get it done. But there's something about music that it's almost like it took me 22 years to realize, right, I can actually apply the sort of mindset that I have to music as well. And I can also apply the, I'm just going to figure it out mindset, which took me I don't know why, so long to apply to music for some reason. But basically, this is what we're going to be doing in this part of the internet. We're going to be figuring it out in the middle bit. That's why it's called the middle bit. Because in the middle bit, you have no clue where you're going to end up at the end. You don't know what this journey is going to lead you to. But all you know is that you are in it and you're in the middle of it. And it doesn't seem very clear, but every single day you're putting a foot in front of the other, in front of the other, in front of the other. And eventually you'll get somewhere beautiful. You just don't know where that is just yet. And as long as you keep moving, that's the most important thing. And so that's why I called this part of the channel in like the middle bit. And so that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be bringing guys along my journey in music and applying we will just figure it out. If I need to learn and develop like some sort of relative perfect pitch, I will. Honestly, I will. I will sit at that piano and I will figure out how to do it. I will put in the hours. I will learn how to write songs. I will learn how to channel a lot of like my intuitive like abilities into all of what I'm doing. And if I can get into freaking medical school in the UK, if I can be the top person of my class while I was at school, if I can manifest all of those things, there's no way that I can't manifest something in music that's really fun. And so that's the journey that we're going to go on together. And I hope that you want to come along with me. Another reason why I'm doing this, which has never happened to me in the past in my whole like 5 years, like just under 5 years on social media, is I'm actually doing this as well for like selfish reasons, in the sense, not monetary selfish reasons, but more so like I want to film this for myself, and I want to be like a 45-year-old woman, have my kids around me, my husband and everything, and just be able to watch these videos and watch how bold I was, how courageous I was, watch like what I was learning and like the joy that what I love was bringing to me as I was diving deeper and deeper and deeper into it. And I just want to do that for myself, and that's actually been something that I haven't done a lot on social media. I've done a lot of social media to help others, and that was the main thing. If this video can help one person, that's the thing that matters to me. But honestly, right now, in my most honest and authentic version of what I can be, this channel, This Is Orlane, is mainly for me. It's a way to show me that I can do this. I can show up for my dream every single week. I can sing and put it online and listen back to the songs. Because don't get me wrong, I listen back to my covers relatively often because I think that they do sound good, and that's a way for me, because I don't have music on Spotify or anything right now, that's a way for me to just listen back to what I'm doing and develop my skills and be like, oh, you should have taken the breath a bit later, a bit earlier. But yeah, a lot of the reasons, not a lot, but one of the big reasons as to why I'm doing all of this is also relatively selfish. I just want to document it for me. And if people want to come along and watch the journey and watch me grow and help me along the way, hopefully, and give me tips and tricks, and I can help you, give tips and tricks to you too as I'm learning, and that's great. But that's not really the focal point anymore. And that feels very scary, because I feel like we're in a time, at least I personally feel like, if I'm going to put something online, it should be useful to other people. That should be something that is for other people to help them and help you guys grow and all of that. But I also want to grow, and I also want to do things that I love and bring me joy. And actually, that's a beautiful segue to go into what brought me to actually believing in myself for music. Because take me 4 months, which month are we today? In January. So take me 6 months ago, that was not at all in the cards to do this thing on this YouTube channel, to sing in bars and sing on stage again. That was not really on my radar, because I was still focused on the other YouTube channel, and I was just, plodding along with life. Things were fine. And then came summer 2024. Dear Lord, I am a happy, bubbly, optimistic person. If something bad happens, I'm the kind of gal, I'm like, you know what, we'll just figure it out. It's okay, as I mentioned. But there was something about that summer where I just felt low, not myself. It was the first time in my life that I actively had maybe a couple of hours that I did not like who I was anymore. And honestly, for me, that was so scary, because this has never happened in my life before, feeling like, Orlane, I don't like who you are. Right now, I actually hate who you are and who you're becoming. That was so scary. I remember so clearly where I was. I was crying in a bikini store. We were my mom was buying a new bikini or whatever. And it was so scary. I honestly felt like that was the beginning of the end for me. And whenever these sort of moments happen in my life, that's the part where I'm like, okay, right, we're hitting the ground for a hot sec and we're jumping back up and we're getting higher. And it took me a bit of time, but fast forward to a couple weeks later, we were in Canada, where I was with my parents and me in a restaurant. My brother wasn't there. And I don't remember how it got to that topic, but my father I think somebody just asked me, what are your dreams? What do you want to do with your life? And I was just like, oh, I want to do this and that and that. And then my father was like, hey, where's the music in all of this? Where's the singing? Where's the thing that I know brings you the most joy? And I don't know why, when he said that, or something of that nature, I just broke down in tears. And the Lord knows that I don't mind crying in public. I've had crying in the airport where people were just watching me. But there's something about crying at a restaurant with both of your parents looking at you. A relatively fancy restaurant as well. And the waiter's like, oh, do you want more bread? And you're like, no. Sorry. And then the waiter's almost like, she's crying, isn't she? But also not saying anything. It was just very odd. But I felt like this sort of release of okay, something has to change. And clearly I have not been on my side. I haven't been my best friend in this season of life of trying to get to where it is that I want to go in the thing that for me means the most, which is music right now, at least career-wise, and things that I like to do. And yeah, that was a really scary moment to be right, Orlane, you are the person that can create your future. You are the person that has created this whole life for yourself already. You've created so many things in your life. You will have to be the one that's going to create this new opportunity of what it is that you want to do music-wise. Nobody else can do that for you. And I remember so clearly, came back to the Airbnb the next day, I had this song ringing in my ears that was, Feeling Good. Birds flying high, you know what I mean. That one. I feel very stuffy today. Anyways, that song was just ringing in my ears all morning. And I remember, I think I did record a bit of it. Did I? I might have, because if I did, I will put video here. But it just felt like this song just popped into my ear in my head, and it just felt like, right, this is the beginning of something new. This is the beginning of me feeling good. And then I got back to the UK, and one thing led to the other. I met a lot of different people, like took chances, started singing at bars. All of that we'll talk about in a separate thing. But I'm still on that journey of like realizing, okay, what is it that I have to do to get where I need to go? Because a bestie knows that she's not early. Like, 22, I've been doing medicine for a very long time. I'm still doing that. And so I'm a very good singer. I will back myself on that. But my musicianship skills, musicianship, I can't even say the word, that tells you how good I am at that. My musicianship skills, writing songs, understanding like chord progressions, all of that is not something that I'm very good at. And so that is what I need to learn. And so this is what we're going to learn together in a little bit. And I am so freaking excited to walk you through like some vlogs about like, what it is that I'm doing like weekly music wise, like recording songs for my covers, recording songs for social media, reels, like short form content, my sort of thought process as to what it is that I want to create in my covers, like how I'm learning something new every single time I post a cover. I'm always trying to learn something new. If it's something production wise, if it's like a way of filming, if it's a way of recording, I'm just trying to level up every single week in what I know and what I understand. And then as well, like what it is that I'm doing to learn music theory and to get back into that and to develop all of those skills. 3 seconds, I need to stop the video, start again. Because I think it's going to be beautiful way of me keeping accountability, putting this middle bit videos out there, but also a beautiful way for me to, hopefully share with you what it is that I'm doing, and that might help you. But also if there's musicians, artists watching this, to like give me a few of your tips, a few of the things that have worked for you, because I really, really do want to work on this and get a lot better on so many different skills music wise. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're committing to this because we've decided that's what we're doing. And yeah, that's literally it. So yeah, I think the next episode will probably be either an episode of me just, walking around, like either like a vlog episode of what it is that I am doing that week, music wise, or we can also have a conversation at some point as to how I found my first gig to sing, and how I found that, and kind of like the journey of like confidence. Like we need to talk about confidence and comfort zone because you really need to get out of your comfort zone, learn how to feel confident before you even are, to, and stick things through. That's the main thing. And we'll talk about it in a separate episode altogether, because I think that'll be actually a really good lesson. But for now, welcome to this new place on the internet. I really hope that you're gonna like it here. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna learn things. We're gonna make mistakes together, but we're gonna learn things, and we're going to commit to our dreams. We're going to commit to the middle bit, commit to like not knowing where we're going, but we're going, and we're gonna get there, but we don't know where there is yet. That's why there's the middle bit in the middle. So yeah, I honestly feel so overjoyed that I just am also not sabotaging this idea, because the Lord knows I'm currently in exam season for medical school. And I've had this idea starting this episode series on my channel for like maybe a week or two now. And I was like, oh, I'll do this after exams. And every single time that I like not do it, it's almost like the energy behind it is decreasing. And while I was sleeping today, having like a huge nap because I was exhausted, it kind of like came to me, Orlane, you need to film the first episode soon, because if not, all the momentum, all the good energy in it and behind it, it's going to be gone. And we don't want that. We can't have that. So that's why I am committing to myself and showing up for myself in this beautiful way, I hope. So yeah, welcome. And I really hope that you're going to love it here, because yeah, I really hope that you'll love it here. Bye guys. And enjoy my next cover coming up. I don't know what that is and what it will be, but enjoy it. Yeah.